everyone's attention up here, guys, because I'm taping. Here we go. Chris is watching me, Andy's watching me. First thing I want to say is this one more time. I feel like part of the reason we did so well on the test on Friday is because we took that extra day. I am doing that right now. I'm building in an extra day, but that means tomorrow, the material I'm putting out tomorrow with the substitute is not material where you can be like, she's gone, we're going to ignore it. The sub is going to play it up here. I'm going to have the volume up because I had it last time. The sub didn't realize you could turn the volume up. Watch the video. It's a combination of yesterday's stuff and today's stuff. So it's not really new, but I won't be able, guys in the back, to reteach it. So if you're like, oh, she'll just reteach us this stuff when she comes back, I won't, right? So make sure you watch that video tomorrow. Okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you. I don't know if you know this. That when you decide to be an elementary school teacher and you get your elementary school credential, often there's two levels of elementary school. There is primary, Andrew. There's primary and there's upper elementary. And what we're doing today is why teachers will say, I will not teach upper elementary school. And that's because the hardest thing to teach in elementary school in 4th grade is how to add and subtract fractions. Teachers hate teaching it because they're not good at it. Kids hate learning it because it's hard, right? Learning how to add and subtract a fraction, there's a lot to doing something like this, right? There's a lot of steps about getting a common denominator and then multiplying through. There's a lot. So what we're doing today is adding and subtracting algebra fractions. But there's some steps here. So I've broken it down. People in the other classes said it was actually easier today than yesterday. Yay. So let's see how we do. Are you guys ready? So the first thing that we want to remember, I'm going to go back to 4th grade. When we took a fraction like 3/6 plus 1/6, let's remember what we did as little kids. We got a common denominator. Yay. That was 6. And I don't add it. I don't make it 12. Again, when you're in 4th grade, kids are like, why? Why the hell do I not make it into 12? And then we add the numerator. And then we had to reduce or simplify, right? 2 went in there 2 times, 2 went in there 3 times. That's a lot of steps for a 4th grader. And literally, it is why my older sister, who was a kindergarten 1st grade teacher, was like, I will never teach 4th grade. So let's do that with this. Are you ready? Step 1, do they have a common denominator? And in this case, they do. So please make your denominator x squared plus 4x minus 21. And then let's do what we did in 4th grade. We took the x and we added 7. So we got x plus 7. But here's why high school and pre-calculus is a little bit more rigorous. We need to reduce this bad boy. We always need to factor, cancel, squish. Remember from yesterday, we're going to factor this guy. We're going to cancel anything we can. We're going to squish our answer together. So if you think you're done tonight, you almost are never done because I love canceling. You know that about me. If you can't cancel, I hate the problem. So that has no canceling. There's canceling. Let's do it. So let's factor the bottom. X plus 7, x minus 3, and the top is x plus 7. Remember, married guys with married guys. So what we're going to get, those guys cancel, bar, x minus 3. Well, we're not allowed to have a naked bar up there. What do I put up there? Put a 1 up there. Put a 1 up there. Welcome to adding and subtracting practice. So layer it on from here. You guys ready? Here we go. Next step. Ooh, a little bit trickier. You guys ready? Give it a try. This time we're looking for a common denominator. Remember, we want something that is inclusive. We'll include everybody. So 4 has to be able to fit into it. 6 has to be able to fit into it. 12 has to be able to fit into it. There are lots of choices. I have kids in my other class that say, what about 24 or 36? Those would all work, and you'll get the right answer, but you might have to do more reducing at the end, and that's okay. But the easiest answer would be 12, right? And then we do this, remember, 4th grade. How do I turn 4 into 12? I times by 3, and what I do to the bottom, I do to the top. 15n. What does 6 need to look like 12? It needs, oh, what the hell happened there? That was a little frightening. It needs a 2. And what I do to the bottom, I do to the top. Plus 2n. And then what does 12 need to look like 12? You can either say 1 or nothing. Just 7n. Our next step is to combine like terms. Clean up that top, right? Actually add all that stuff together. 24n. And if you think you're done, you aren't. Single guys are single guys. 2n. Yay! Oh, good? Okay. I'm going to put the phone away. Bye, Mom. I love you. Put it in your backpack, please. Okay. I hate this problem. And here's what. I'm going to show you why ones that don't cancel are so unfulfilling. We're going to do this problem, and you're going to be like at the end, this is a dumbass problem. So here we go. Are we watching everybody in the back too? Here we go. So I want you to think about this like this. That's really XXX. So my common denominator has to include everyone. It's inclusive. So I need at least 3 of those X's. That one is good because he's got at least one of them, right? So we're all good. Now I've got to get a common denominator. What does this guy need to look like this guy? Nothing. So I bring down the 5. What is this guy missing to look like this guy? Be careful. It's not 2x. It's 2 x's or x squared. So he needs another x and another x, another x and another x, plus 2x squared. Guess what? No canceling. Is this a stupid problem? Am I going to rewrite it like this so it looks fancy? Yeah, but you know what? Nothing cancels. Can I cancel those? No. That plus sign is like a wedding ring, right? That guy is trapped together. So don't cancel like that. Cool? That one's disappointing. That's our last disappointing one. Next one I love. Okay, here we go. Clean board. Here we go. Everyone's ready. Clean board. We're doing this problem. You guys ready? We're writing this one down. Sometimes we have a lot more than we think we do, right? This looks like that and that guy are completely different. They're not completely different. So before we start our problems, we want to always take a look and see if we can factor that denominator. I don't care about the numerator as much, to see if I can make the problem easier. Remember how on this one I went x, x, x? I'm going to do the same kind of thing here. Take something out of this first guy. What could I take out? A 5, yeah. And look what I have left. K plus 4. So you know what? I totally didn't need to have 5k plus 20 and k plus 4. I actually have a lot of it already accounted for. So I need 1k plus 4, and I need 1 5. So now I'm going to go and say, what does this guy need to look like this guy? Nothing. So just bring down your k plus 24. What does this guy need to look like this guy? He's missing the 5. Give this guy a 5 and this guy a 5. Plus 5k. So here's what I'm going to tell you, my sweet potatoes. Clean up this thing and then factor it, because you got some good canceling here. It's a crazy answer that you would not have expected to be your actual answer to this problem. So clean up your top. Here's a hint. Boom. That's a 1k plus your 5k. No, not going to try it? Is that you? Yeah.
I'm going to sit down and interview with any living person. Who would it be?
They have to be alive? Angela Merkel. Angela Merkel. She was the Chancellor of Germany, and for a while, I think she was the most powerful woman on earth. And during like the first Trump administration, she's retired since then. But literally, she was the one holding like NATO and everything together. And she's still alive. She just retired. But I feel like it's like to be the person in the room as a woman. I still think that's a unique situation to be in. She'd be in those rooms, and there would be all these male prime ministers and presidents and stuff, and her, and she was the boss. Okay, here we go. 24. Did you guys get this? Does it look like you guys feeling like, yeah, Miss T, I got that. Why are you acting like that's a thing? Because then we got to factor this guy. 6 comes out, and I'm left with K plus 4. Look at that. Got some sweet, sweet canceling. I never would have guessed that this answer was 6 over 5. Look at that crazy problem, and it is 6 over 5. Yeah? Okay, I'm walking around because I'm seeing some people in the back who I don't think are doing the problem like Ruth. They're all gonna do this one all by yourself. There you go. We're doing this problem. John, who would you pick?
Obama.
Who?
Obama.
Yeah, the same kind of thing, right?
Oh my God. Yeah, it's big. We're not up enough. I'll probably get stuff.
I didn't really.
Not more.
That is. I use it in my bike.
Could be a cold, I would say. Yeah. There was also.
Got a little canceling. How about Here's what I got. How did you do? Did you get 4 over x plus 7 or x minus 7? You can't do any other canceling. You're good there, right? That's it. We're going a little harder. Going a little harder. That was coming. Gotta give you that one. Hey, x plus 3, x minus 3, or x.
Apartment now.
I was gonna say, you know you can come on with your story. My story? Not today. I'm on one. I can never do it. Yeah, I think the story was obvious. And again, on tape, so we don't really want to tell them. This is the best story ever. How are we doing? Are you getting K minus 3, K plus 3? So my magical denominator, K minus 3, K plus 3. This guy isn't missing anything. You got the 6K, but this guy is missing the K minus 3. Be careful here. K minus 3 plus K squared minus 3K. Clean up the top, everybody. Put it in the right order. K squared plus blank K. That should be your, so we got to clean that top up first, and then we factor, cancel, squish. So we combine like terms, factor, cancel, squish. Yep, you're going to have to factor that top, because here's what I got. I got K squared plus 3K on the top, and I can factor him. I love this problem. K plus 3, the K comes out. Watch what happens on this guy. I'm going to cancel this guy with this guy. So here's what I get at the end. I get K over K minus 3 because these guys cancel. Now here's what people wanted to do in period 1. Everyone wanted to say the answer was 1 over -3. What did they try to do, and why is that bad? They tried to cancel the case, but you can't. You guys, it's a ugly wedding ring, but it's a ring. They're married. That K minus 3 is a pair. You can't cancel those cases. I think I can skip the next problem. This is our last one. Okay, and on this one, if you've been kind of sleeping for a minute, Chris is watching me. This is something that is a little bit new. You guys ready? Hello and back. Adam's watching me. Here's what we are subtracting fractions, right? Here's my feeling, Ruth, on any time Ruth is watching. I'm sorry, I looked right at Caroline and I called her Ruth. That was great. I looked right there and I meant to get out. But you know what's so handy? They both often are talking. So there you go. I'm kidding. So whenever we're subtracting with complicated math, the best way for me to do it is not as a subtraction problem. When I taught Algebra 1 and Algebra 2, I refer to it as change the middle, change the back. Here's what I mean by that. You guys all realize that 8 take away 3 is the same as 8 plus -3. What we have done is we've just moved that subtraction closer. It's easier to do. Now, some of you are going to be like, Miss T.I., that's a baby step. But on complicated math, we are subtracting this fraction. And so what we're really doing is we have some options. We're going to take this and change to a plus, and we're going to give either the negative to the top or the bottom, but not both. Because top and bottom is a negative and a negative, which is a positive. So here's what I mean. We're going to take this negative and we're going to almost always, I would always do it, give it to the top guy, but not just him. I'm subtracting all of this stuff. So change the middle, change the back, right? Change the middle, change the back. So from here on out, we don't do subtraction. We just add the negative. So when you see a minus tonight, change it and then distribute that negative. So now go ahead and do this last problem, and I am shutting up. Change the middle, change the back. Hold on, I hear you. I'm just doing this really quick. There you go. Change the middle, change the back. Hold on. Here's why. Because in college, not only do they fight often, they're the biggest part of the grade. So I don't make them huge, but I do want everyone in a almost college. I'm going to give this guy to this guy, this guy to this guy. So here's what I've got on the top. 5x plus 20, take away 2x, take away 5, x plus 4, x plus 5. Let's do the factor, or let's clean it up. So cleaning this bad boy up is going to give me 3x, 5 take away 2, and plus 15. That's 20 and negative 5. Everybody cool with that? No one's lost? Okay, let's wrap this bad boy up. Oh, so good. Love me some canceling. 3 comes out. X plus 5. Yay, yay. Answer. That's crazy. Look at that problem. Look what the clean little answer is. That's pretty crazy. That's crazy. Love that. Oh, did you fix it?
5x minus 2x is 3x.
Yeah, 5x and then negative 2x. That would be 3x. Right there, right here.
Oh, 3x?
Yeah, you see why? 5x, take away 2x.
Oh,
And then 20, take away 5. You get plus 15. Beautiful. And then I'm going to factor out the 3.
oh wait.
Yeah, I got 3.
Oh, 3 goes into 50.
Yep, so put out 3. X plus 5. And now I'm ready to cancel. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Goodbye, friends. Oh, if you're listening odd or even on the homework, goodbye.